we assemble the film. The film is the size is 320. 320 is about 90 mm. 90 mm complete package. 320。
一样。
对对。
尾巴朝那边。
The film side like this, just the film is here, and assemble the film. Yeah, the corner. 那个不用太紧啊。
它要差不多。
要
扣住一点。然后。
Not so tight, but then you fix the bolt, and then you assemble the film. Film here. And this one is open, and then you can inside the plastic roller and the steel roller, and then from here, and you should keep in the center, almost in the center. Yeah. Almost in the center, the side, open. This one open, and keep inside. Feed the film into the inside. The too early, the hit early. And here is open, and then press jog. Press jog to check the film moving. Check the film in the center or not, and go to the.
我先开这边，先这样模走正啊。
Okay. Testing the film. So let it go to the. Testing the film. 它是自动停止还是
自动停止，我要按一下停止。
按下这个停止是吧？然后启动的话是直接就可以测试了。
直接就按启动。
启动。然后就它直接走了，没有送杯，还要直接走了。
这里，我先把后面点没的禁用了。把它启用就开了。
等一下啊。这里没有启用啊。
对。首页。
这里。Here, the count, the right count is not enable, so not disable. So it's for the testing the film. And right now we will check, we will open 这个是左的是吧？
这是左的，这边的。
left. We will open the left. Left hand will count cups. The left hand the counting cups. Left open. And then we will start. And then we'll start to count the cups. There is a cups the mouse is not good, so that's why it causes the problem, a count problem. Because we test, we do not have many cups, so cannot test well. Okay, here. 那个没有杯子走了啊，if there is no cups come to here, where the sensor, you see this sensor.
这里
is the sensor.
你看啊。
Here is the sensor. Will start to feed. And here the cups feed here. 没有 feed 放过去。那个破掉的杯子就不要。The cup. 这里没手带。
我借用了。没有杯子，我刚才给他借用了，我想把那几个走完。
Because here also not enable because there's no caps. First we should start enable this open. Left row, left, right. Wait a minute. This one is left, this one is right. Because Vitala is 90 ml, so we should open the sensor detect, and then start feed the caps. And the sensor detect low feed. And here, 那个机器要开啊 and start the machine. Start the machine. Auto feed. Auto count and feed the cups. Here's counting.
这边那里飞的有点不一样。
这个是设置的多少个 ？Auto count and you see? Vitala set 25 pieces. Vitala set 25 pieces. The pack.
现在这边你看，现在这边没有料，这上面也没有补的料，现在这就不会走了。
If there is the low caps, sensor detect low caps, have a lot start, and only there is caps. Only there is caps and then it work. Here is sensor detect. The sensor detect low caps, the machine will stop. Will stop. Only here is feeding, but here will stop. The machine will stop counting. First, this sensor detect here is low caps, and here will start to feed the caps. Here to feed the caps, and then the machine will feed to the counter department, counterparts. Here's for the count. Here's for the count. And Vitala set 25 pieces. And here is count. And here you should set open. Vitala is left one. This is double line. So you should have, if you want to change 95 mm, you should enable this one. Enable this and open, off, enable. And if you want to start the machine, you should press start. Press start. And emergency stop and jog. This one is jog inch for testing. For example, you start. But what there is low caps, here is not working. You can see we try to feed the caps. 它自动吗？
我这里有料也会自动。
Here the sensor detect, and then we'll feed the cups. There is no sensor detect. There's sensor detect. Because we have a lot similar. So Vitala said count 25 pieces. 25 pieces. Count and packing. 25 pieces. Excellent. Now we want to change the count number. Here 25 pieces, we change to 50. And enter. And here, after change 50 pieces, you should change the film length. 它50个的话要摆50个。50
个的话，这个袋子大概差不多要700场。
700嘛，要这么看。
不是，到时候要试一下，等一下给他试一下。
这个是吧？
这个。
The film, the bag you need to change. Vitala is 460 for the 25 pieces. Maybe if you change to the 50 pieces, maybe will be 700还是改成650？改成700吗？Maybe will 700 millimeter. And then we will test. 速度，其他速度不用改嘛？
其他速度，他想速度快的时候，把这个速度改快一点，整机速度就会快。现在是14毫。
哦，好的。等一下，我再说。
你等一会儿，然后我这个50个，我先跟他试一下，试一下，然后等一下再那个。
没关系。
这个位置也要调的，你看。这
里还要调吗？
这个位置要调。
为什么要调呢？
你看啊，看这个是围棋。现在这个是围棋。现在这个围棋，再手一打过来看一下。刚好的。
700就刚刚好是吧？
700刚刚好。哎，
没关系，没关系，没关系，拆了没关系。
再手一帮，看一下。
This is a we should test this film.
在场刚刚好。
What now 700 for 700 millimeter for the film bag is for 50 pieces is okay. 然后如果他这里要改的话，要改什么吗？比如说，
它这个，比如说这个位置啊，它带子不够长
啊，
或者到时候
哦
它杯子长，
看
然后
看它的
刚好切住这里了
啊，
这个位置就是调切刀位置的。
这个是调切刀的位置是吧？
对，这个-175这里。
-175就是说，for the cutter die cut position parking position parking for the position for the bags 就是或者 bags cut
或者对
die cut
切出来
die cut。那到时候应该怎么调呢？比如说那个，
比如说它这里切出这一点点头
啊，
那你这个就让它付多一点，比如说切个5公分
啊，
然后你这里比如说现在-175，到时候就调个切5公分，然后让它往后多调点，调个7公分啊都没有关系嘛，因为这里面还是中的，就调个-230或者240。
是这样子的，如果它纸杯要是在切到这个上面了，就是说要往那边调是吧？
对，往这边调。
在这上面来往这边调。
对对对。
如果它要是在这边呢，切到这个位置嘞，
它在这里。
切到这个位置嘞。
这个位置，比如说切尾巴了。
啊。
尾巴了，你这个东西就要减，比如说-175。
就要加一点。
就是到时候就-120或者多少。
哦，我大概明白了这个意思。就是切到这个位置的时候啊，它就要往
多一点，
往这付多一点是吧？弄一下。The film while die cutting, if the die cutter is like this, that means you need to adjust the die cut, punch die cut location. You should adjust this one. Parking position. For example, if you die cut here, you need the bag a little 就是往后退是吧？
对，往后退。
the bag a little bag bag. So you need to set for example, if here you should measure here. If here is about 50 millimeter, and you should add 50 millimeter. For example, you should add Vital 175, you should change to, you should 225. You should change to 225. Then that means the bag will become like this, because the bags will become like this, the die cut. And we set the bag. After the change, because the 175 is good enough.
没关系。没事，差一点点没关系。
17 millimeter. What are the position? The die cutting position set is 175. And if you die cut the blade die cut like this. That means punch blade die cut here. You should measure the millimeter. For example, here is 50 millimeter, and then here you see the film bag 175, and you should plus 50 millimeter. That means it became 175 plus 50 is 125. If the blade die cut here, you should set the film, set the die cut position a little more. The film move a little more. So right now we set the back is 150 M. This is control the film, the die cut. Into the bag more or less. Well, if the die cutter on the cuts, you need less. For example, is a little more, the film a little more. And if die cut on this place, you need the film by much more. Here is for the position control. And here is the package length for the parking bag. If you use 50 pieces, it's 700. 50 pieces, 700. If use 25 pieces, 25个可能是460。if 25 pieces is 260. Of course, you should change back to 25 pieces. And 50 pieces is 700. millimeter. And this one is film speed. Film that means the machine speed. And the production counts how many pieces. And the production efficiency, the speed, right now is about 40 bags per minute. If you want to change the speed, you can change it here. 其他来说，其他的又有改的吗？
它就剩下一个色标位置了，但是它这个没有色标就不用管它了。
Because there's a low print mark, so here color code this one compensation is no need to set and change because it's a low print mark. That one is set for the print mark. 其他不用改嘛？如果它是改成那个9或者或者90 mm is already set, but not set 50 times pocket. And if you want to stop, here is stop. If you want to start, you can press start. Press start and here you should see the nose. The nose is closed. The nose means the nose is for the main parking machine. Means the main parking machine. The head is the head, the main parking machine for the nose. This one should open. The nose should open for the online, make it online. And then we can, and here the white is closed. We should set here is open. The left, right now we set is 90 millimeter cups, 90 millimeter top cups. And then you can start to set start. 直接开机就可以了，是吧？
对，直接开机。
And then you should fill the cups. And then fill the cups. Automatic and here comes 50 pieces. Oh, 这样就是多了啊。
那既然这包走完了，应该停止了。
它这个就多了是吧？
对。
这个要往以后吗？还是这是有50个吗？
这差不多，差不多有50个了。因为当时刚开始那一下，那个杯子长一点，这个杯子短一点的。我们可以走完试一下，然后我们把这个进入了。
If you set it off,
然后走完，然后
set it off, we can check the machine. We can check the machine is working. We can check the machine is working. The die cut 出走了。two different cup size. Two different cup size. The film, the length not same. Okay. Here is the pasting the machine. The packing machine. This machine is online. This one is for the online, for the main machine online. If you only for the counting, for example, you only for the counting, you set it off the packing machine. Set the loads off, the packing machine will not work. It will only count and push to here, but will not push to the packing machine. If you want to the machine to work, here should be online, here should be open, and here change the count number. Count number, for example, 25. If it's 25 the bag, we'll change to 460. And here is 25 pieces for the package. And then you can start. You can start the machine to check the machine is working. If you want to pack 50 pieces, and the film change to 700 millimeter. Count to the left, count to 50 pieces, and the film bags 700, and here should be open. And then you can press start the machine, and here is auto count. 没关系，先注意一下。Because there is the low caps coming, so here stop. Sensor detects since there is low caps here, then machine stop. And okay, here is the machine for the working simple. Normally iron is not the change. Only clear the film bag maybe need to change. 先不用点了，先不用点了。Okay, this is 5 pieces for the lamp payment. Now we change to the right hand, right, because of the here is two lamp. Right now we change to right lamp, and here we set the nose, the machine, the packing, the main machine off, and here for the count there. For the 95 millimeter, 95 diameter, we will have diameter. This one, this side, because you see two lamps, lamp 1 and lamp 2, this is left, this is the right side. If you want change, we should change the film. Right now the film is 320, you should change to 340. 340 mm, you should keep the center. So you should move this one and you go to the other place. Here, you should move the bolt, move a little, about 10 millimeter, and then you lock the 340 to the 95 millimeter top diameter of the cap. You change the cap size. You should keep the film in the center. Keep the film in the center, both sides. Here in the center, you see, almost even, almost in the center. And here, come here, in the center. You see, here the film. Film is even. And here, control the film. And here, another wheel for the sealing. After finish, here is cut. Here is heater inside for the pneumatic cut, the pneumatic punch the film back. And also, you should move. 把这个推过去一点啊。You should move this side. Remember. Okay. Move this one. Not good. Center. Almost in the center. Point here. Okay, we use some bags to check. If you change to 95 millimeter cups, here the height maybe it will change. What I need to change first? If here block, you should raise a little. Raise this one a little. And here, on, and we should machine should open here, on. 哦，这个是25的啊，要改成50是吧？
改50也可以。
White lock count 25 pieces and 4 Here出现 because there's a sponge, and here the machine should online, and then we start. 可以开始了啊。
放上去了。这里要按照大的杯子。
This one should use big size cups. 它是要大的条。
它这里，你看这里要压住这个杯子的，要不然下面这个打滑一压的出。
哦，这是压住杯子是吧？
按照这个杯口来。
哦，这边是压住杯子的是吧？
这边压住的，你看这边刚好压住杯子的。哦。它就靠下面这个皮带，刚好把它拉过去，刚好拉回杯口。哦。下面压住它。
Here there is spare. The spare is the cup. So you need to adjust. You should adjust the size. You should adjust the height. This height against the cups. The height. For example, right now we set 90 ml. This cup is 90. We do not have 95 diameter the cup. So here is not working. Because here you should press like this one. A little press. A little press on the cups. You see?
压起来紧的。
太紧了都是不行了。
不是，它就刚好压起来紧，压住它。因为我们现在这个皮带是没有转。它是硬推的推过去的，如果皮在那里转的话，刚卡这个后面，刚卡这个杯口是刚刚好的。
Because here there is a curve, there is curve just for the one cup. You see? So we need the same size. The same size for the diameter. So this one is for 95, this one is for 90. You see just touch. While the machine while you can adjust the height. Just here, yes, you can. 那就测试不了了，就算了吧，没关系。So it's simple, immersion is simple. 哦，那个，我们还是用那个。So we change back first. We change back to close. The right hand to close, and we change back the left. On. This one should be on, and immersion on. On, open, immersion open. And then we start. 可以开始了吗？哦，对哦。哦 ，here we should move back。哦，小心。move the center， 稍微差一点点。这个要留多少啊？这个？6公分。这个你的手指头是吧？啊。Point in the center. Point in the center. And here, while you assemble, here you should leave 1 finger space. Almost 1 finger space, 10 millimeter. Okay, we can start. Press start. Oh, 25的，那个全都50。Okay, right now we say the 25 pieces. We say to change back, change smaller one. So it's simple and easy. Here is the count 25 pieces and then count. 好了，就可以了，没关系了。Count 25 pieces. 20 pieces and count. Because we have two size cups, the diameter not same, so a little the height not same, so a little problem. But in your place, you have some cups, you have no problem. Okay, here is the operation. Simple. While you assemble here, you should leave 1 finger space. 1 finger. For example, it's about 10 millimeter. Not touch here, because you just give space for 1 finger. And here is sensor detect the cups coming, and then feed to the machine. Here is the sensor. Here is the sensor detect there is no cups. Here start to feed. That means the cups finish. And here will start to feed. And here is for the count system. Here is for the belt. Motor control the belt. Motor control the belt and here is for the count. You can see the 25 pieces and 50 pieces for the count. Okay, here is simple. The machine count and the part is simple. The film and simple is like this. Here and here for the punch. Here for the punch, hole punch, and here for the point into mark, and here come to the punch, hole punch, and into the water, plastic water. It's open, on, it's open, close, Here is print mark truck, and here comes here, and then under the film, and here to here, and the film. You should keep in the center, almost in the center, two sides in the center, and then move here. If here touch, if here smaller, for example, you change the big size cut. If you want rise this one, here control, here control to rise a little, and if you want to rise up and down, this place control. The film height adjustment. Here the height adjustment is controlled by this location, this place. If turning clockwise curling, will rise the height. If counterclockwise curling, here will low down. Here, you see this control. Control the floor, so it's simple and easy. Here's the control the film location. Because your power is 220, the 220, so it's A and B file line. Only collect file A and file B. So file 1, L1, L2 is not. So 220, two file line, L1 and then is not. Here's for the cable collects. This comes to here. Cable is to here. From the cable power, and here is the bike control, and here is the air brake, and the PLC, a small PLC, and servo motor, step motor control, servo motor, and touch screen, and the thermal control. And here is the chain and step motor, servo motor control. And here is for the air pipe, air compressor comes here. Here is the electric power. After the electric power is collected, you can turn on the power. Here is after the collect the power and the air compressor, and here this one is maybe you can use or not. This one you can move. 这个一般是这样搬的啊。这个也是这样吗？有的时候压一下，刚好压到这个位置了，不让它跳。有点挤。This one is for press. A little help. Not change and why is drop. 这个东西包长的时候没有关系，有的方面，比如说包10个的时候，这个东西压一下可以切不掉。Sometimes for the small size, maybe for 10 pieces, and maybe you need here to press, and let it not move. And here the machine start, and urgent stop, and stop. And here is jog moving, inch moving. That means by manual. 这个可以看啊。可以点，现在就可以点。You see, this is manual moving. This for adjustment. 它就是刀没有切啊。刀不切，它是点动活。This one is for manual. Manual test the film sealing and the film moving. And if you have any problem, you can stop. And press urgent stop, and then turn on urgent stop, and then check the machine is online or not. If the machine is online, here, the machine online, then you can start. And here the temperature set. Temperature sets the temperature. This temperature control is for this one, the two wheel, the heater inside. And this temperature control for the up and down cut blade inside. Here there is a heater inside. You see the heater. This one is the heater, and under is heater, and here is a blade. Here is for the left. Left count how many pieces, or right count how many pieces, and left count how many. This one is on, off, on, off, on. The machine is on. And here is the parking length, and the machine speed. And here is the parking position, and the point mark. And here start, stop, and the reset. And here is a count, how many pieces, how many packets, and the manual. The manual to check the count manual, and the count manual, and the count block, and the push the count, the manual. And here is a film manual, and here is the blade, and here is the setting, the film set. Here's the setting. Normally it's loaded check, normal load check, and it's I/O monitor. And here the back to the home page, and here English. And we go inside. You see? Here the left set 25 pieces open. Enable, not enable. That right now is open. And the machine, the low, that means the machine open. The other is low because it's low point mark. And here. And then like this. You can start the machine. There is a park position and the film length. And the parking machine speed, and the point color, color mark, location. Here the location is just the blade, cut the blade. And the film and the machine is simple. When the machine arrived, we will here lose these two boards, and can move here, lose these two boards and these two boards. So you need to assemble back. Here is the feed the cuts, and here is the sensor. Here is count belt, and here is the jointer, and this one is a jointer. You should connect this one to the packing systems, assemble systems, and here is also for the pipe, electric pipe, and also the joint. The two pieces joint for the control. When the machine arrived, you should here collect the assistance parts, and here is the air pipe collect, and also there is two for the motor. There is two boards. The board 这个是4个是吧？对。This is small board, and here. Okay. Here we will move, and then you assemble back, and then you can collect the machine. It's simple and easy. And here you can movable. This one is left side, and this one is the right side. This one is left side for the count. And this one is right side for the count. If you want to cut, if you want to control, and you should move to the center, point to the center, and there is about one finger, about 10 millimeter space, and you should move to this side, point to the center. Okay. The machine is simple and easy. And the heater, inside the heater, the film. Here is the heater control for this one control. If the different film, maybe you change the temperature. And this one is horizontal sealing. Horizontal sealing can cancel. And this one is on. This one is this heater, the punch blade heater. Okay, the machine is simple. This is what now working is left side wall and 25 pieces, film 660, and this one is the parking position. Normally, if you change the numbers, and you should change the film, and then you should check the parking location. You should check the parking location, more or less. And then the others normally not to change. This one is to change the speed. This one is to change the speed. And here's the machine on. This one machine off. Machine on, and this on off. Well, on then work. And here is the manual page. If there are any problem, you should manual to adjustment, and you should show us the pictures, and then we will tell you how to adjustment. Normally the set is no change. IR monitor. If you have any problem, tell us, and we'll tell you how to operate. Okay, here is the machine's running and operation. Machine is count. Auto count and parking. Simple. Auto count and park. Simple. Here show the film. How to put the film. Counter system. For the counter system, here we collect the electric, and here the electric joint there, and the compressor pipe. And here is the count. How to count the cups? How many cups? Here is the light control. The light to control and to count how many pieces. Here is the two lights. Two lights. The two lights controlled by these two systems. You see here the two pipes. Two systems control. Here is a pipe. The lights, the red lights. The red light to count how many pieces. That's why this way the count is accurate and precision. And here is a two-step motor. Two-step motor to feed the how many pieces to count. That's the sensor. That's red lights. Red light count how many pieces. And here to feed. Step motor to feed the cups. And here is one motor. Here's one motor. One motor to feed the cups here. Feed the cups to the counterparts. And then they count the red light. The red light counts the parts and control the push cylinder, and then the step motor to feed. The cups. So here you see the machine's work is stable and easy. And here two sensor 1 and sensor 2, because two sides, double line. Okay, the machine is what now is how to assemble and running and explain. Here you see the motor is open. And off. And here is where adjust the speed. This one adjust the speed. Here's the motor for feed the cups. Okay. The machine is simple and easy. Our machines while packing, we will lose this board, and here to board, and move on this side to save the packing space. So you need assemble bag. Assemble bag is easy. And here is the cup for filling the cups. And the machine is like this. Here's for counting. Here's for counting the cups. Cylinder control the counting, and the sensors control. Sensors detect, and you can set the size.